Hello again. If anybody wishes to know why so many Africans are entering Western Europe and North America, then they need only look at the map in the thumbnail to this video. It shows the birth rate, comparative birth rate in various parts of the world. And that's what's causing the outflow of immigrants from Africa. It's the birth rate, stupid. The average woman in Europe has one or two babies, while in sub-Saharan Africa, the average woman has at least four babies. What do you suppose is likely to happen? Do you think those Africans who are unable to grow enough food to provide for all those people are simply going to sit quietly and starve to death, or wait for Europe to come to their rescue and save them from the consequences of their own inability to control either their agriculture or desire to have lots of babies? Maybe we can have a pop concert to raise money for the starving Africans or something. That works, right? Otherwise, of course, the pressure in sub-Saharan Africa, and to a lesser extent in the Middle East and South Asia, will inevitably rise in a decline in the standard of living in those places, leading to poverty and hunger. Many of them will then head north and west. It is this population pressure which is driving immigration. Forget about the Kalergi Plan or the Great Replacement. This is a biological imperative at work, which is impervious to reason or logic. The poverty-stricken and hungry will head for places where there is prosperity and food. Britain, in other words. What can we do about this situation? How can we prevent these hordes from reaching our shores? There are two, and only two, possibilities. I am not advocating either of them. I am simply pointing out that these are the only two strategies which could possibly affect the situation and prevent this mass transfer of populations from Africa to Britain or Western Europe. One would be for countries like Britain to seal their borders entirely and with the utmost ruthlessness. In the case of our own country, I mean by this not allowing anybody to enter Britain by any means unless they had previously applied for a visa and had their identity rigorously verified by a British embassy abroad. Tourists, backpackers, businessmen, the same procedure for them all. This would incidentally mean tearing up the Good Friday Agreement and mining the border with the Republic of Ireland. It would mean the Navy opening fire on any vessels which attempted to enter our territorial waters without permission. I can sense that some people feel that this is a rather extreme way of going about things, and they've got no appetite at all for such measures. The alternative would be genocide in sub-Saharan Africa, nuclear strikes on major cities and a coalition of armed forces defending the Sahara and preventing the passage of refugees north. Simply reducing the population of parts of Africa virtually to zero would do the trick. Either of these strategies would probably work and prevent Britain from being overrun with Africans. Anything short of them will not. Biological imperative is at work here, and it is inevitable that as the population of Africa soars, so too will millions of people from that continent seek to enter Europe and share all the good things we have here. To be clear, I am not advocating genocide. I am simply saying that without it, or similarly unpleasant and unpalatable methods, the numbers of Africans entering Europe will rise inexorably, and that is all there is to it.